All right, Dan Campbell speaks on. Still a little conjecture. Sorry, he speaks on DeAndre Swift's availability, where he kind of speaks on if he'll be available Sunday after the accusations came out about him. You know, allegedly or reportedly, or maybe it's a myth about catching the body. So, if you've been living under a rock, there's been talk about him being involved in a potential homicide. All right. So Philadelphia PD made a couple statements yesterday. One of the dudes verified on Twitter said that they, basically can't. Well, they basically said somebody tipped them that Swift was involved, but he ain't a suspect right now. There's been a lot of stuff going around, stuff of that nature. So I hope it ain't true. The Lions been trying to draft choir boys, and my whole thing about it is, I know a lot of people growing up to that point that was criminals that just ain't been caught. So you can't really draft people or tell people good people. Can't tell that they good people just based off them being a criminal or not. You can't do that. There's a lot of stuff that go on behind the scenes too, man. But so a lot of people got something to say, but a lot of stuff go on behind the scenes, dude. And for the most part, we gotta wait and see. But it says this is something that got put out yesterday. Shout out to one partner. He sent this to me. He said Philadelphia Police Department is aware that the image showing law enforcement sensitive information has been posted on multiple social media networks. We cannot comment on the content as they pertain to the ongoing criminal investigation. However, the PPD, Philadelphia Police Department, has opened an internal investigation into the validity of the image. If the image is found to be authentic, the department will work to identify the person or persons responsible for the release and will seek appropriate action. So, okay, it must have been an image or something. Okay, so I wasn't aware of that. So there must have been, I don't know if they took a picture or whatever happened. I'm not sure what happened. So I'm not sure what this means. All right, somebody said very old news, but they're talking about what I said. But thanks for bringing it up. An anonymous tip and something totally ain't relevant. So I don't know what to believe in this. I don't know, because they said just called the Philadelphia spoke to with an officer. This is what I read to the commissioner office. There was an anonymous tip that came in via the tip line of 2 months ago that implicated DeAndre Swift in the murder. The officer said Swift is not being investigated. So there was a Reddit post 2 days ago that started these rumors. The accusation found their way to Twitter this morning. So this been 2 months old. It don't mean that he exonerated. It don't mean you innocent. But if they had hard evidence on him that they could, if there's hard evidence on him, he's gonna be he's gonna be charged, and he got to go through the just due process. 2 months, and they ain't did enough police work. I mean, a case can always be open. So it don't sound like too serious. Anytime you're talking about murder or homicide, it is serious. I mean, it is very, 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 very serious. When you're talking about those type of accusations, very serious. But 2 months ago, and he ain't been charged as a criminal. With the Lions, they ain't making him available for media. So these rumors started on Reddit, and somebody just ain't hear it. And that 2 months ago, we didn't know nothing about it as Lions fans, as Swift fans, as anything. But like I said before, it's not true. But you don't even want this out there. You don't even want this out here because it causes a distraction. That's why people don't want their kids coming back home. People say, well, you left the hood and you ain't no good. This is why. Because it comes into trouble. It comes in for trouble. All this is trouble. All it is trouble. Now he can't be available for media availability over some shit like this. Now, did he notify the Lions? I don't know. Why am I notifying them with something I've been charged of? So, I mean, this caused more distractions. Your left tackle, Taylor Decker, out with a finger injury. I mean, all this do is cause more situations and make it more of an uphill battle. It's already a mountain of a battle taking on a really good San Francisco 49er team. But like I said before, that's why I didn't want people hanging around their own neighborhood. This is why. Because ain't nothing good gonna come. Nothing good gonna come out of this. You know, nothing good. Nothing good. But I mean, you're young, you'll make a mistake, but you don't want to make that great mistake. Let me tell you right now, you don't want to make that. I won't say, sometimes it can be a fatal mistake. You don't want to make that the big mistake. Tell you that now. You don't want to make that mistake. That's all over for you. So hopefully he learned his lesson and don't get involved and don't even be associated with stuff like that. If he was. There's no evidence to our knowledge that he was. Alright? So that was the Philadelphia PD with their little thing right there. So, okay, so DeAndre Swift, according to Dave Burkett, he was not available to the media today. But Dan Campbell said he didn't want to address what he categorized as internet rumors regarding to DeAndre Swift. He said nothing has changed with Swift standing with the team or his availability Sunday. Campbell said he is not aware of Swift being involved in any police situations at this time. So, at the end of the day, he didn't tell them. Like I said, it sounds like it's nothing, but hopefully it's nothing. But you talking about homicide, it's always serious when you talk about homicide. You know, so that's something that he got to be aware of, man. That's always serious. But he wasn't made available. So it said Burkett said Lions did not make DeAndre Swift available after practice today. So there you go right there. So it sounds like Decker won't play. We'll get to that another day, another time. But yeah, that is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Check out Detroit Lions playlist, share the video, subscribe to the channel. All my social media links in the description. Twitter's the fastest way, then Facebook, then Instagram. Reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, response to your video question, when advertising channel. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJGood313, Venmo CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate, share the video. I do appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you think in the comment section one time for one time. Peace.